I mean, right in this very, very present moment, I feel happy to be with you. It's because my hair, too.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like...
In Hollywood, there are stars who shine with glamour, and then there are those who glow with mystery. Aubrey Plaza is the kind of performer who doesn't just act in front of the camera. She disarms it. Awkward, sharp, unpredictable. She has built a career by refusing to play by the rules. And somehow, in doing so, she has become one of the most fascinating figures in modern television and film. But who really is Aubrey Plaza? How did a young woman from Delaware, struck by tragedy in her youth, turn into a fearless voice of comedy and cinema? This is not just the story of an actress. It's the story of a survivor, a risk-taker, and an artist unlike any other. Early years. She was born Aubrey Christina Plaza on June 26, 1984, in Wilmington, Delaware. Her father, a financial advisor of Puerto Rican descent. Her mother, an attorney with Irish and English roots. Aubrey grew up in a warm but ordinary family setting, with 2 younger sisters. But Aubrey was never ordinary. In high school, she wasn't just another face in the crowd. She was president of the student council, a performer in school theater, and the kind of girl who could make a room laugh with a single sarcastic comment. That strange mix of leadership and mischief would never leave her. The stroke that changed everything. At just 20 years old, while studying at New York University, Aubrey's life nearly ended. She suffered a stroke, something that seemed unimaginable for someone so young. She was left temporarily paralyzed, her ability to speak shaken. For most, it could have ended a dream, but Aubrey wasn't ready to stop. With therapy, determination, and grit, she recovered fully. And when she returned to acting, she came back sharper, hungrier, and with an edge that would later define her career. Comedy became her weapon. She trained at the Upright Citizens Brigade in New York, learning how to turn silence into punchlines, awkward pauses into explosions of laughter. She perfected her now signature deadpan style, a delivery so dry it could make an audience uncomfortable before making them erupt with laughter. This style made her stand out. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't polished, but it was authentic. The breakthrough: Parks and Recreation. In 2009, Aubrey Plaza got the call that would change everything. She was cast as April Ludgate on NBC's Parks and Recreation. April was sarcastic, lazy on the surface, and yet deeply lovable in her own strange way. And Aubrey played her with such precision that April quickly became a fan favorite. While others chased emotional speeches and big storylines, Aubrey stole scenes with a single blank stare. April Ludgate wasn't just a role. It was the moment Hollywood realized that Aubrey Plaza was different and impossible to ignore, more than a comedian. But Aubrey wasn't about to let April define her forever. She turned to independent cinema, starting with Safety Not Guaranteed. Here, she showed vulnerability and heart, proving she wasn't only about sarcasm. Then came darker experiments, horror comedy in Life After Beth, awkward explorations of sexuality in The To-Do List, and offbeat ensemble films with her partner, director Jeff Baena. Some were hits, others were missed opportunities, but all of them carried one theme: risk. Aubrey wasn't chasing fame. She was chasing truth, no matter how strange. The transformation, drama, and darkness. If Parks and Recreation showed her as a comedian, then Legion revealed her as something else entirely. On FX's surreal superhero drama, Aubrey played Lenny Busker, a role that let her explore madness, menace, and chaos. Viewers who only knew April Ludgate were stunned. Aubrey Plaza was terrifyingly good. And then, in Ingrid Goes West, she delivered one of the most chilling performances of her career. Playing a lonely woman obsessed with social media, Aubrey turned satire into horror. The role earned her critical acclaim and her first credit as a producer. By 2020, Black Bear cemented her as a dramatic powerhouse. Set in a secluded cabin, Aubrey played an actress whose emotions blur the line between reality and fiction. Critics called her performance raw, brutal, and unforgettable. The next chapter. In 2022, Aubrey delivered yet another reinvention with Emily the Criminal. Playing a desperate woman drawn into the criminal underworld, she carried the film on her shoulders. It was gritty, grounded, and powerful. A performance that reminded Hollywood she wasn't just a comedian, but one of the most versatile actresses of her generation. That same year, she appeared in HBO's The White Lotus. In a show filled with incredible performances, Aubrey stood out, earning Emmy nominations and critical praise. She also hosted Saturday Night Live, the ultimate full-circle moment for a woman who began in improv, breaking awkward silences and twisting comedy into something uniquely her own. Who is Aubrey Plaza? So who is Aubrey Plaza? A comedian? A dramatic actress? An anti-hero? The truth is, she is all of these things and none of them. Aubrey Plaza is an enigma. She is proof that you don't need to follow Hollywood's script to succeed. You can be strange, awkward, even unsettling, and still command the screen. From Delaware to Deadpan Queen, from a stroke survivor to a Hollywood force, Aubrey Plaza has shown us that sometimes the greatest power is not in being. Glowing star Aubrey Plaza top work. Parks and Recreation, 2009 to 2015, April Ludgate. Her breakout role, turning sarcasm into comedy gold and making April one of TV's most iconic characters. Legion, 2017 to 2019, Lenny Busker. A surreal, shape-shifting role that proved Aubrey's dramatic and sinister side. Critics called her performance mesmerizing and terrifying. The White Lotus, 2022, Harper Spiller. HBO's hit anthology series earned her Emmy and Golden Globe nominations, cementing her as a serious dramatic actress. Safety Not Guaranteed, 2012. Quirky indie hit where Aubrey showed heart and vulnerability beyond deadpan humor. Ingrid Goes West, 2017, also producer. A chilling dark comedy about social media obsession. Aubrey won critical acclaim for both acting and producing. Black Bear, 2020. Psychological drama that showcased Aubrey's raw intensity and emotional depth. Considered one of her finest performances. Emily the Criminal, 2022. A gritty indie thriller where Aubrey carried the entire film. Widely praised and earned her several award nominations. Happiest Season, 2020. A warm holiday rom-com where Aubrey unexpectedly stole the spotlight with her grounded charm. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, 2010. Memorable supporting role as Julie Powers. The To-Do List, 2013. A bold comedy that showed her range in more mainstream settings. The Little Hours, 2017. Medieval comedy with her signature chaotic energy. Child's Play, 2019. Modern horror reboot, showing her versatility even in genre films. Spin Me Round, 2022. Quirky dark comedy collaboration with Jeff Baena.